Hello, friends, my students. Assalamu alaikum. Hope all of you fine. This is Khalid Wahab, and our today's topic is how to avoid procrastination, delaying of work, and how to expedite the work. This is a topic. Lots of time I've been asked this question from different people that how can because people put off the work till tomorrow, that I'll do tomorrow, I'll next day. Everybody's got this develop this habit. When anybody, any customer, any person, sorry, anyone comes to us for any job, we are at office, we give the blame excuses. We can do that thing on that particular day, but we say come tomorrow, come on the next day, and we don't feel like doing that, and we procrastinate the work in this way, and we delay the things. So what to do? Uh, what should we do in order to expedite our work at offices? That's our topic today, a very interesting topic because this will increase your productivity and the performance of your employees. Uh, I have some points to share with you. If you follow these instructions, I believe one can avoid procrastination and the work speed can be accelerated. There will be more productivity and there will be improvement in the performance and working of the employees. Let's have a look at the points. Point number one is plan your work. Prepare a list of things to do and things not to do. That's the role of a leader. Usually, things get delayed or procrastinated because the leader, the manager himself forgot the task. He gave the task, he forgot the task. When as a manager you forget the task and you don't follow it up, it will get delayed. First, very important thing. You have given tasks to the people, you have to follow them up time and again. Very important. And you have to prepare a list of things to do. Prepare a list of tasks that you have to give to the people. Normally, I've seen that this is not being practiced in the offices. People do their routine works. Now, there should be a list of things to do. What type of tasks you want the people to do tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week. So prepare a list of all the tasks and give it to the employees. This is very helpful tool. This keeps the people busy, keeps the guys busy. Everybody's working. Nobody will be idle because they have their tasks and they have to report it on certain time. Very important. So develop a habit in yourself as a leader, as a manager, that you have to prepare a list of tasks here that you have to give to the employees on regular basis, and things not to do also. Many times I've seen that leaders try and experiment different things. Wanna do this way, wanna do that way. Don't do that. Try different things, but don't make so many experiments. Try to make a list of things that are wasting time, organizational time, things that need not to be done, things that should not be done. There are lots of things usually that we do. In my current job, in my previous jobs, when I went there, I saw that there are lots of things that should not be done. I worked on those SOPs and I told my management that why are we doing these things? Why not remove these things from the SOPs and from the processes? This is wasting time. So revise, revisit your SOPs, your policies, and your procedures. Maybe there are some things which can be avoided and which can be eliminated and make the things faster. Work can be accelerated. This is very important, very vital thing. Second, set deadlines. Without deadlines, nobody will be motivated to work. Nobody will feel pressure. So set a deadline. When you give tasks, give them deadlines as well. That puts pressure on the employees and they perform their work accordingly. Number three, so this giving deadlines and follow up, very important for expediting and accelerating work. Number three, be a go-getter, proactive, begin it. Have a begin it attitude, begin it now, do it now. Don't wait for anyone to come and help you out. Many times it happens in one of my previous jobs. I used to wait for the peons, for the clerks to come. That so and so clerk will come and he'll provide me this thing, he'll do this thing for me, and then I'll move ahead the task, move ahead the file, do the further work. I wasted my time, hours, sometimes days, to depend on other people. We have to check out if there are some petty tasks that we can do alone, we can do without anybody's help, and somebody is not available, somebody's gone somewhere, is busy in some other work. Why should we waste our time? And why should we wait too long? So I used to wait for once I used to wait for a PN to come, clerk to come and go and photocopy of something for me. Then I thought, why shouldn't I go and learn how to operate the photocopier machine myself? I went and one day I tried it. It was so easy. I used to wait for the clerks to fax some letters to the head office. I waited even for hours. And sometimes I was castigated. I was reprimanded by the bosses, by the superiors. What were you doing, man? We asked you to fax it, a specific letter. Why delayed? Why have taken so much time? So you will start telling excuses. Sir, my peon, my clerk he was not there. I was looking. Be a go-getter. Stand up. Go. Go to the fax machine. Turn it on. And fax the letter yourself. So things that you can do if the people are busy, stuck up somewhere else, do them yourself. Number 4. This will expedite this attitude in yourself as an employee or as a head even. This attitude will expedite the things and accelerate the things rather than blaming and starting the blame game, being the part of the blame game. Number 4, start your day with the toughest task. What happens? We usually avoid the most difficult tasks, some awkward tasks, or some difficult tasks. We want to postpone it and try to do easier tasks as the day starts, and that's what always lingers on and remains on our mind. We remain obsessed with that particular difficult task all the day, and we keep postponing that. No, that's not the way. I learned one thing, that we should start a day with the toughest and most difficult tasks, and all the things, half of the work gets done, half of the project gets done. Once you have this attitude, you can expedite and do the things faster. Once difficult task is done, your life becomes easy. You enjoy the rest of the day. And the other things, you do it very quickly because you've stopped all the little things because of that tough task, related to that tough task. So this is a very good suggestion, that you should start your day with try to think about the difficult tasks on your desk. Handle with it fast. Then your life is going to be easy. Number 5, don't paralyze the system due to perfectionism. Nowadays, I would like to say all across the world, America, US, Canada, Europe, India, Pakistan, everywhere, there's one psychological problem: perfectionism. For example, I myself experienced this thing. I used to have one of my leader. He asked me to write a letter. I went, wrote the letter. Letter was grammatically fine. Everything was okay. It could serve the purpose. He brought some more changes. Okay, it happens. I went and I edited, and again I printed and went. After 10-15 minutes, he checked it. So again he changed the same line in another way. I saw that experience, that the person kept changing the letter, and he got the habit of changing the letter literally 11, 12, 15. Sometimes it happened that all the day used to be spent in that, go wasted in writing just one letter. And I knew that when the letter is going, it's just for the information of a company. They won't read it completely. They'll just, if the grammar is fine, contents are fine, you've checked it, you edited once, twice, thrice maximum, don't waste all the day on writing just one letter, man. Similarly, in other tasks as well. Not only this is just one example. Don't waste all the day. Time is very precious. Don't waste all the day of organization, yourself, and employees. Most importantly, organization. You're wasting the resources of organization just because of little tiny work, minute work. You're spending so many hours of one employee on just one little work. That's not important. If there's a little minor mistake, let it go. Just correct it with your pen and let the letter go. Let that particular thing happen. Move ahead. You shouldn't get stuck at any point because of perfectionism. No, things should be done the way I want. This attitude delays the task and is the main reason, the main hurdle, main bottleneck in the performance of employees, and this also demotivates the employees. It hurts them. That why am I doing the same task again and again? Anyways, number 6, radical surgery of time waster factors. I've noticed there are a lot of time waster factors in offices. Number 1, you use mobile all the time, social media, you play games, you gossip with the friends informally on informal topics. So this is theft. This is corruption. This is corruption. This is injustice. Don't do this. Do have the radical surgery of time waster factors. As an employee yourself, you're not doing justice. You go to the church, you go to the mosque during the office time and spend hours there. No, offering prayer just consumes minutes. Why spending hours there? This is a bit injustice, and this is even against the religions, even against the teachings of the prophets. So don't do that. Don't misutilize the official timings. And as a leader, you have to check out what are such things and do tell the people, do admonish the people about such things, and try to keep a check and balance on your employees, whether they are wasting the time on such things. So if you remove this habit, you'll feel that you'll be doing productive things and better things for the organization. You'll be making significant contributions. Number 7, don't try to be indispensable. Sometimes happen that we think that if I don't go to office, everything will be jammed. Nobody can do anything. Nothing is going to move. Everything gets stuck. Organization, my department won't do anything without me. And this mentality is very, very dangerous. And if this is happening, if I'm not going to office and my office is suffering a lot, this is not my competency. Unfortunately, the employers and some of the managers, some of the heads consider it like that Mr. Khalid has not come and nobody can do in his absence anything. He is a competent person. This is wrong. This is incompetency, inability of Mr. Khalid. This is my inability, incompetency. That I haven't trained my subordinates that they can handle with the things in my absence. And I have kept everything confidential from them. All the files are confidential. They can't do anything at all. Because I want that. I want to be indispensable. That when I'm not there, everybody should feel my absence. This is crime. This is inability. This is incompetence. This is wrong. Wrong attitude. Don't ever let this attitude and mindset cultivate and nurture in your organizations. If you feel that that's happening, this is incompetence. This should be dealt like that. Don't treat that employee as a hero, that he didn't come and nobody could do anything. I realized in my working life, initial days of my when I was doing job in somewhere, even in my off day, I used to get a call from office. Come and we are not able to find this file, and where is it? I used to tell them this is here, there. Then I realized I'm getting disturbed. This thing is affecting my life as well. I cannot take off. I cannot take long leaves, if I have to move with my family, even in family functions. I cannot attend wedding ceremonies, important functions of my own family, my kids, because of this attitude of mine. Everybody's suffering, myself suffering, my health is suffering. Then I learned that I have to share. Then I trained 1 or 2 of my subordinates in my absence. If this thing happens, do this. If this thing happens, you can find this from here. All these files are here. I tagged the files accordingly and made a list of all that and handed over to everybody all the concerned subordinates who were working under me. I instructed them everything, and then I felt that when I'm not there, and they can do it, they can handle it, they can make a call for some suggestion or guidance, but not that they call me that you have to come to the office and resolve the problem yourself physically, or the office organization suffers unless I reach there, unless I go there. So don't try to be indispensable. Don't give a fish to the subordinates. Rather teach your subordinates to catch the fish themselves. Fine. Sometimes we hide the things from a subordinate. We don't want to trend them. We don't want to make them because of fear. We're scared. Incompetent people get scared of their subordinates. Competent, talented people never get scared. They share the secret. They tell them how to do it. They give them, provide them every opportunity. Only incompetent and coward people. Incompetent people are actually coward. So if you're coward, don't share. If you're a bold leader, if you have to become a successful leader, then you have to share. You must share. Well, guys, next point number 8 is be a smart monkey manager. Learn to say no. Learn to switch off the informal meetings. Learn to say no sometimes in some situations. What happens is that people come to us, to our desk, to our table, and they say that, Mr. Khalid, please do this for me. Please type this for me. Please do this work for me. And most of the people have this problem that they can't say no. If I say no, the other person, our relations will get affected. He's my friend, he might not talk to me. It's alright. If somebody doesn't talk, let them. If they're too selfish, you have your own work to do, man. So learn to say no. Do not try to take other people's monkeys on your shoulders. Everybody wants to pass their monkeys and spend their time in leisure and relax. Don't take other people's petty tasks and complicated tasks. They gave it to you. You have to also learn to smartly say no to them and focus and concentrate on your own work. You have to do your own work. Don't pass your monkeys to others, and don't let other people pass their monkeys and jobs and tasks to you. So in this way, you'll feel that uh, you'll have enough time for yourself and for your family, and you'll have done your own tasks in time, well in time. I used to be stuck all the time, and I didn't have time for myself. Then I learned and realized. I read a book, one minute manager and the monkey management. So in that book I learned about this. After that I practiced and implemented this in my personal life, that sometimes you have to learn to say no, but not to your bosses. I'm talking about your peers, or I'm talking about your colleagues. Yes, if your boss is giving you a task, you have to do it. Fine. So this is very important. Sometimes we prolong the informal meetings. Some people visit us at our office. It take a lot of time. We should learn how to switch off such meetings quickly and smartly, because we cannot give a lot of time to the people and allow them sitting in the office all the time. Our office work will get affected. Do it smartly so that your relationship should not get affected. Number 9, maintain work-life balance. That's very important. You have to maintain the work-life balance. You're not made for just jobs. There's some people who have devoted their life for jobs and work and offices all the time. Family, no. They have no time for the family. They have no time for themselves, for their exercise. All the time they spend just with the job, just with the task. And such are the workaholic people. They just want to do work, nothing else. This is not right. If you want to lead a healthy life, then you have to divide the work time and the personal lifetime. for your family. So guys, maintain work-life balance. I have developed a habit in myself that your office is paying you for 8 hours, to give those 8 hours to your office and go on time, leave on time, and try to manage your time in between. If you act on all these instructions, I believe that you can manage your time in 8 hours. Someone has said that if you can't manage your time, if you cannot manage your work and accomplish it within the given time, then this is incompetency. You're not talented enough to accomplish or tackle with the job within the given time. So try to learn to do your job within time, and don't prolong the working hours, and don't affect your health, don't affect your family time. And then after your work time, go to your home, spend your time with your kids, with your family, with your parents, with your friends, and this will make you feel good. You'll feel relieved and you'll feel relaxed, and this will reduce and relieve your stress as well. Number 10, use the 3 times wisely. The 3 times: boss imposed, peer imposed, and self imposed discretion time. There's some time in the office, there's some tasks that are to be given by boss. Your boss requires some time from you. First of all, you have to make a top priority to give your time to your boss and to his tasks, his instructions. Do it fast. The foremost priority is that. Second is peer imposed. There's some departments, the people, colleagues working together with you. So some department move some files to you. Second priority should be that after your boss time, you have to give your time to the peers and other departments work that comes to you on your table, on your desk. You have to do that. You have to give priority. And third priority, self-imposed time, discretionary time. After the jobs and tasks given by your boss, and after the tasks that come to you from other departments, the remaining time is your discretionary time. When you've done your task, then you have to spend that time on some creative things. How to improve the work, how to make it better. What are the different ways? How think about SOPs and procedures, and the ways how the things can be done better, and organize your files, organize your computer, the data on the computer. So you can use your time productively, discretionary time wisely. But mostly what happens that we concentrate on self-imposed time and waste it on social media and games and gossips, informal gossip. That shouldn't be done. Number 11, don't kill the goose that lays you the golden eggs. Very important that if you want to expedite your work, the most important thing is employees. Concentrate, pay attention to them, try to understand what are their needs, what are their problems, communicate with them, and try to win their hearts. If employees are not happy and they're satisfied with you, with your attitude, with the communication, and they have some grudges, things might get delayed. So keeping good relations with the employees and trying to understand their problems and resolving their problems and communicating with them amicably and having empathic listening to their problems uh, can help you expedite the work and accelerate the work. And there's one last thing that I would like to say. Number 12, that's not mentioned here, but I would like, don't do 3 things in the offices, in the organization. Number 1, don't do something that is not needed. Don't do something that others can do for you. And don't involve other people's time. And don't waste their time. Don't do something that involves or wastes other people's time. I would like to give one example for that. I always used to tell my subordinates, and still tell my colleagues about these things. Don't do these 3 things. Don't do what is not needed. Don't do that others can do for you. Don't do something that wastes other people's time as well. Example, I told this thing to my employees once, and one day I went to the office. I saw that there was a researcher who came to our office, and he had got lots of questionnaires. He requested our employees that please fill these forms for me. There were hundreds of forms and that need questionnaires that needed to be filled up. And one questionnaire took, almost 1 hour. And he distributed the questionnaire to lots of people, and he was giving instructions to them. I read there, and when I saw this, I amicably and tactfully stopped that activity, and I requested that researcher kindly to I will let you know whenever you're free and we have got time. Leave your forms here. We'll get it filled sometime. And because the employees got it, I didn't want to insult that person. Then I called a meeting and I told my employees, one of the managers, why did you take this? I told you, this is that activity I used to tell. Don't do something that is not needed. Organization is working on some important project that we are suffering. We are having financial losses. We need to work on those things. And you took a task that was not needed. A researcher's questionnaire to be filled by my employees at the payroll of the organization not needed. Number one. Number two, so it was, and it involved other people's time as well. It wasted other people. You took a job activity that wasted other people's time as well. Don't do that. Example of don't do something that others can do for you. Lots of times it happens that you involved in simple tasks and waste your time, and the same job can be done by a subordinate and some other people who has some time, and you can work on some more important job, some more important tasks. So think about the tasks, nature of tasks, things that are less important and that can be done by anybody, any one of your subordinates. Give them those tasks. Don't do that task that others can do for you. You can save a lot of time, and just focus on the most important things that have to be done by you. Your involvement is very important in that. Your participation is very important in that work. Do those tasks. So this is how you can save a lot of time for the organization. You can expedite the work. Well, this is an effort. I shared some of the points with you guys, that how can you accelerate your work out of my own experience and from my learning from different books, different authors, different researchers, and different people, different mentors, and different organizations. I hope that you've enjoyed and this might be of some help to you. If you like it, do let me know on my YouTube channel, and do subscribe my channel, and do click the bell icon. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.